love, and share. Hello, almighty morning. Oh, and turn down the volume. Hey, we gotten a lot further this morning than we usually do by now. Hello, almighty morning. Oh, and turn down the volume. We thought he turned it down already. We gotten a lot further this morning than we. Okay. Is it off now?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Now you want to move it. You want to share.
Here?
That little arrow. Yeah. Share now. And hit the red button. Yeah, there you go. Red. Yep. Okay. So he's on too. Hello. Welcome, Shield Nova. Wade Woodruff. Sending you much love from
Rising
Arizona.
Phoenix.
Yes, we're here too. Oh, Rising Phoenix. Wow. Okay. Look at me going. It's crazy. Happy Friday 13th, everyone. Hope you're having a great time. Oh, that's right. It's Lalima from India. And Miss Scooter Pam is back in the house. Welcome, Pam. Pam, Lalima, Wade. And Wade, we missed you at the last Sonoran Market, which the next one will be held on the 19th of January from 9 to 5. And she'll know that we're doing good. Jimmy Joe's. Welcome in. Wow, just everybody's popping in. So how are you this fine, beautiful morning?
I'm doing great. I'm vertical.
Okay, but you do have a cold.
I do have a cold.
Yes, you got.
So send me anti-cold, whatever you got.
He's been taking a lot of things, but
the one thing about having a cold is you realize how good you've got it when you don't have one.
Yes.
Count your blessings, count your stars, count your something.
And I got to get your energy. It's trying to get into my
don't let
right
me
side.
get you.
No, it's get it out of there. From Brooklyn. Wow, how cold is it there? I think I might have had the flu. Well, he might.
A lot of weird stuff going around.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you. You're welcome. And I'm going to have to work on that while we're reading. What?
No.
What are you laughing about?
Just laughing about life. Life being what life is.
So should we say the word from last week to get you going?
Tell me. I couldn't remember it. It starts with a P. I've been trying to think all week. What was the word?
Does it? Oh, yes, it does.
What's the word? Tell me. I have to know because I didn't want to go to the dictionary.
Proclivity.
That
was our word of the week last week. You kept thinking of cleavage every time I said proclivity, and I was going, where are you getting that? But as you said earlier,
it's a guy thing.
It's a guy thing. So that was the crazy word from last week. It's not crazy.
Take that and run with it.
He was using it in such a strange or different way.
That's right, Joey on Friends. You know how he always would take the wrong word or the wrong meaning.
Yes, he had fun.
I love that word.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to change the sparkle because I can't stand it moving in the background.
Oh, is that messing with you today?
It's messing with me, yes. But we have a lot of different things.
Relaxing.
Is it moving for you? Oh, it is moving for you. It could be a little distracting when somebody's driving or something, so I don't want to get.
Oh, that's true.
Hopefully you're not watching and driving at the same time. You can listen. Please just listen. Yeah. Instead of watch. Okay.
We didn't even come up with a theme today. Be true to yourself.
Yes, I did.
What was
it's
it?
Happy Friday the 13th.
Oh, that's your theme. Okay.
Because everybody thinks, well, I will put the information. And actually, it's going. Friday the 13th was considered a very powerful day to manifest, honor, creativity, and to celebrate beauty, wisdom, and nourishment of the soul. Friday is Venus Day, and we all know that Venus is the epitome of feminine energy. I'm sorry, I'm laughing about it. Her energy joins us at the end of the week to honor the days gone by and to remind us that it is important to rest, relax, and play. That's what Friday 13th is. The number 13th also holds extremely potent feminine energy, as it's scrolling, I'm reading, and is considered to be the number of death and rebirth, creation, fertility, and blood.
Where are you reading this?
It's going right here.
Across the bottom.
Before patriarchal times, Friday the 13th was considered the day of the goddess. So today is the day of the goddess. Because we're bringing femininity back, kicking and screaming, but we're
With
bringing
enthusiasm.
It back. Yeah.
Hello, Michelle Frost.
Yes. Oh, hello, stranger. It's so good to have you come in. It's been a very long time. I hope things are going well with you. I saw Michelle there. I thought it might have been the other Michelle. But it isn't.
So who's got something wild and wacky going on in their life?
Yep. Who's the first person with a question? And no, in this show, you do not have to put your astrology sign. We don't need it. Just let us know what your
Just give us
question
your bank
is.
account number. That's all.
But not over the chat, please. And no, I don't want it, but I'm just saying.
We're teasing.
Nothing, no date of birth, nothing over the chat. Nothing like that. Nothing personal to that extreme.
What were we talking? Well, we were talking this morning about. We were talking about people when they're away from their spouse, how they talk about their spouse.
Oh my goodness! And we're single, so
yeah, we're saying, but we get around married people when one of the other halves, and I'm thinking, you're married?
Yeah.
I never hear anybody say, I adore him or I adore her. It's always he does this or she does that.
Yeah. And I just said goodbye. So I was good with that.
That solves the whole problem.
Yeah, it did. It solved a lot.
Billy Diamond's go. If you're first, go. Nobody's jumping ahead of you yet.
As far as whoever has the first question, we'll put. I've got a lot of people on the list, but no questions. We could always check in with Gabe to see if Jimmy Joe's had the flu. But other than that,
I don't know that I get anything like that. I haven't yet. I've always the first time.
Both GI symptoms and a head cold.
This is Jimmy?
Yeah. And then here's the thing. I've been feeling a bit out of whack lately, wondering what's going on. Well, that's the first question.
Yeah, I'm tuning in. I'm getting nada.
Okay. Gonna have to clear up a bit.
I hear them. It's interesting. If they're showing me, you ever seen somebody in this, just with their arms outstretched, leaning against the wall? I'm hearing he's pinned against the wall.
Ooh.
Pinned against the wall with your arms outstretched. Which would that be a desire to, you're looking for help? I just see him in that.
I don't think it's a help.
What's that figure? The legs are parted.
Yeah, I know.
That I've seen that image before.
Yeah, I know it has to do with humanity or the
see,
body itself.
In this case, it's him, and it's against a black background.
Oh.
Like that I'm hearing pinned to the wall. What are you feeling stuck about?
Jimmy, we're talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pam, you should know what that image is. You know, that where it shows the internal organs and stuff, and the guy is like that. I can't remember the name of that. Hello, Miss Jess. We were talking about you earlier.
We were talking about you with enthusiasm.
And we are looking forward to Sunday psychic morning with Bonnie and Jess. Ooh, it sounds like, I don't know why I keep coming up with Bonnie and
Jess.
Clyde.
Like,
every time I do Bonnie and Jess, it's Bonnie and Clyde.
Jess or Jimmy, does that make any sense to you, that feeling stuck thing?
Yeah, we're still waiting.
That's what we're working on here.
But we need your reply, please. And love the horse, KK. Welcome in.
And you've got Yvette.
Yep, I got. They're all. Oh, I don't need her twice. Thank you. We've got 12 people on the list, and Jimmy was the only one to
He's
pop
also-
in. Well, there's other questions now.
Jimmy, you're also feeling isolated. It's like he's lost.
And for being up against a black background, I don't know if that has something to do with the figure you're talking about
Lost
too.
in space. It's like he's dressed in white.
Mm.
I see his head. I see that position, and he's just like glued to a black background.
Yeah. I guess Jimmy's not going to reply.
Okay, then we will put him on hold.
Hold on to Jimmy. Got
Who's your next victim?
Sorry, having fun with this. All right. Spinning the wheel. Who's got the next question? Billy Diamonds has, how do you see my love life in the next few months?
We were just talking about how good it is to be single relative to some certain conditions. You want us to get into that subject?
Hi, Gupta. Welcome.
Billy
Yes,
Diamonds.
journalist.
They're saying be careful,
What'd you wish for? Oh, my goodness.
but they're showing me, you ever walk across a river stream, all little rocks? But they're saying step carefully. Oh, I know what it is. Don't jump into something you get infatuated with, because not good. They're saying infatuation, rather than running toward it, take a step backwards in a deep breath and really look at it closely. Been there, done that. So I'm hearing 4 months. You're saying few months.
Well,
I think you're going to meet
within a
somebody
few
in
months.
that. Here's my take.
Okay.
4 months, whoever you're going to run into, you're not expecting. It's one of those chance encounters. How sweet it is to be alone.
Yeah, I like that. Hi, Jimmy. Welcome back. We'll get back to you in a minute. We're working on Billy right now. And Jimmy, I have a post for you as well from Jess, and I'll put that up in a minute. But so you were saying he's going to meet someone
There's something at
in
the
about 4
4-month
months.
mark. Yeah.
Okay. So not until then?
Well, that seems like a solid encounter to me.
Yeah, because I feel that they might have been.
Something between now and then, if he jumps at it, I think it's the wrong move. That's why I was feeling this infatuation, like, oh wow, it's her. And
More solidified in 4 months.
if that comes up, let the alarms kick in, and the red flags, and stand back.
Yeah.
A single life is simple life, and I like simple.
I will be infatuated, actually.
Well, what I'm saying is, if that occurs, think twice, because that infatuated thing tends to make us jump where we don't pay attention to where we're jumping. It's like diving into a pool with no water.
You just take the leap of faith without thinking.
You want to let all the reasonable stuff kick in. Like people do, they tell you more by their actions than their words, and don't ignore the red flags. Red flags are usually there. You see them, and you say, "Oh, this I can put up with that."
And when you talk about should I hold back, it's not not necessary to hold back.
Just be discerning.
Very discerning, but what your infatuation will solidify within the 4 months, or by the 4-month mark. That's the words they are using. It'll solidify. Also, they're making me pay attention to my solar plexus for you. Feminine energy blockage. So it's on your left side of your abdominal cavity, which is your solar plexus, between your diaphragm and your belly button. And mine goes clear across. So it can also mean there's something imbalanced when I'm feeling this for you. It's not my imbalance, it's your imbalance. And again, it's on, what are they saying? Lower left side, lower left center of your solar plexus area. That's what they've got. What does it need to do?
Keep doing what you do, Billy, yeah. But just be, don't look through rose-colored glasses. Be realistic. When they start telling you about their past, that's a good clue as to what you're getting into.
Yes, but start trusting yourself. And it's almost like you put a block on your, this is the words they're using. So feminine energy detective or radar. Okay, that's the change. They change it. Radar. Your radar for feminine energy. Radar. That's what they changed it to. Because you need to detect the feminine energy within. If it's overpowering within others. If it's overpowering, no, not the right one. So it could be infatuating, but it's not a solid person, somebody that's more balanced. But in the meantime, what do we tell everybody in the meantime between now and...
You need Victor.
Well, yes, we do need Victor. So, Jess, did you want to fill in for Victor right now? Because we know what he would say. But right now, Billy, it's about you. And I know we've talked about that before. But
I can feel him pulling back and realize, you're taking stock of who you are. That's the important thing.
Yes.
Don't let somebody else sway you into thinking that they are your solution.
Yvette, we get your response, but we're right in the middle of the reading.
But
Thank you, Billy. You did it yourself. You're learning. Thank you, people. Yeah. I appreciate that so much. But yeah, you have blockages on the left side, and it's pretty heavy.
But you've got good insight, Bill. You use your intuition and use your sense. Don't go crazy and stay on that solid ground. And you're going to have some practice sessions between now and that next big one coming. Take advantage of them.
Yeah.
Ask yourself questions. Analyze both sides.
Oh, and what I learned last night is, and I know I've been told two different sources for this prayer. One is Hawaiian and one is Rumi. So anyway, 4 sentences to say. I am sorry. Please forgive me. What's the next one? I love you and thank you. And I did that exercise when I first started, within a month or two, when I first started this journey that I'm currently on. And when I did, it helped out quite a bit. I put the name of everybody that I've known in my lifetime, and I either wanted to forgive them or to have them forgive me. And I said that to each one of them, and I said their names and the whole bit. But what I was taught last night is just to keep repeating it, and louder. You can even whisper it, but let the universe know. And then things will straighten out for you. And yesterday was the 1212 portal. It is still up and running. Nope, I didn't. I was trying to get this out of the way. Oh, no, I would hide me again.
Your proclivity is off.
Yes, my proclivity. You love that word. Okay, where was I at? Okay, let the universe know, and things will start happening, start changing for you. One of these things we were doing is healing our inner child, and that's what I used, and I just kept using it, and I feel much better now. So, and I was told that is the way you're supposed to be feeling. Okay. Oops, sorry.
Anyway, Billy,
Didn't
you're
mean that.
doing good. You're grounded. I think you've got good sense. Just don't let it go out of your head. Proclivity.
I like that, Jess. Pour into yourself and let the overflow fill others. You don't have to pour. For others, I guess that's what you mean. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hello, Kevin. Welcome in. Anybody else show up? No.
Hope that helped, Billy.
Yeah. And trust yourself. Start trusting your intuition even more. Again, it's the blockages is on the feminine side. This is a feminine day. Friday is all about femininity.
Good day to go pick up women. Is that what you're saying?
As long as I was going to use the word you want, your proclivity is to protect and help them.
Yes.
Okay. Not yourself,
Okay.
about them. But you remember, you have femininity within yourself as well.
Yeah.
So embrace your femininity with
I
women.
I'm pretty good at that.
Okay. And that's how you
I
do
turn on the charm with my feminine side.
it. Is that where you get that? Is that where that is?
I try to
Okay.
be the best woman I know how to be.
Okay. All right. You have a proclivity to be the best woman
When
you
I
want to
know
be.
how to
Okay.
be.
All right. Okay. Yes.
My
Next,
sensitive side.
the sensitive side, and I know you sense it might not be clair sentient per se, but you sense what they need, whether it's from your
Yeah.
own
I'm pretty good at that.
yeah, from your own experiences.
Mhm.
But it's something that they do that you go, wait a minute.
That's the part I forget about because of the infatuation thing.
Yes, keep it.
That's why it was so easy to talk to him about that.
Yes. Back off the infatuation.
Yeah.
Is just
Their song, Rod Stewart, Infatuation.
yeah. Well, it's like some people think they're God's gift to the world. We all are, but you more are appreciative and thankful for God's creation is what you look at the person for instead of infatuation. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see where you're going.
So if you think about that, it's like, oh, I appreciate and I'm grateful, Almighty, for bringing this person into my life, even if it's just to look at.
Yeah, it's that gratitude thing.
Yeah. And then the infatuation doesn't
I
come
see.
in as quick because if you're appreciative and grateful, infatuation is a lower
Good point.
level. So I hope that helps you too, Billy. Remember, be thankful and appreciative of what the universe brings to you, but keep it in those realms, appreciation and thankfulness before you go into the infatuation. That way you're good.
I like to decorate too.
You like to decorate too? Yes, I noticed.
Can you tell how stunning this room is?
Well, he is also in the middle of getting things painted, so it's fun. Ah, love it. See, Jess likes you already.
I know. I keep telling her. She's missing the mark hanging out there in Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Very good. That was well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyway, I used to speak Tennessee, but
Tennessean.
yeah.
Love that.
I've told you this story, but anyway, I went back there one time and somebody said I had an accent. It's like, honey, I'm not the one with an accent.
You missed your calling after singing.
Hey, I'm not done yet. I got another 60 years to go. I'm good. All right.
Give us something to chew on here, my dear.
Yep. Let's see who we want up here after Billy. Oh, it was Yvette. I don't know if it's Yvette or Yvette, but I'm going to go with
I
Yvette.
like that.
Can I get a reading in what might be going on around me and why? Ooh.
Tuning in on Yvette. Yvette.
Evet, I think.
Are there
it's
two
Evet.
versions of it? Is there an I and an E?
Well, she spells it with an I, but a lot of people pronounce it as an E.
It's interesting that you're using the word around because they're showing me you standing in front of a merry-go-round. You're not physically on it, but you're trying to decide whether you want to ride on it or stand there and watch it. They're saying decisions have to be made. And your inclination is to take the wrong move. And I say that affectionately. And I'm remembering an episode of Jerry Seinfeld when George Costanza realizes he was doing everything wrong. And so the show was him, what he would normally respond to, he reversed it. He went the opposite direction and he was way better off. So he's saying that. They're saying your decisions are costing you time and money. Analytically, it's a
proclivity. There you go. Okay. Favorite word. Here it comes again.
No, she hasn't. You're self-sabotaging.
She has proclivity to self-sabotage.
And for whatever reason, it's either you don't feel like you deserve the good thing, so you tend to go with the thing that's not so good. Yeah.
I like that, KK. Thank you for that. Reminds me of cycles and patterns.
So when you're faced, they're using the word dilemma. I don't like the word dilemma. When you're faced with having to make a decision, I don't think she's loving her damn self. And there's some reason she's justifying, maybe I don't deserve this, or does that resonate with you?
Say again.
Well, the self-sabotaging thing, if she has two choices, she takes the worst scenario.
Yeah.
Out of not feeling like she deserves it, not good enough.
Right. Okay. The worthy. I am worthy. Before you make a decision in anything, let you say it over and over again. I am worthy of the best. I am worthy of my highest and greatest good. I am worthy. I am worthy. I mean, just keep repeating that. You can morph it into something more, but I am worthy is enough. And tell yourself that you are ready for that. I do want to put this up. Kevin says, and the yang to that was Elaine was doing everything wrong, which she usually does the right thing. George Costanza and Elaine.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he was saying. So what we usually tell you is go with your first instinct. It's usually the right one. But in this case, and
I think she does, but I think she talks herself out of it.
Oh, okay. So just do whatever is the quick first thing. If you start, you are worthy. If you start to think twice about it, stop thinking and go with that first gut.
Yeah. And she's not paying. I think you're putting too much mind into it. You're not feeling. The one that, if you're given two choices, one's going to feel better than the other one. And we're just trying to get you to tune in. I don't see anything horrible, terrible that you're doing, but I think it's your proclivity to. My brother used to do that, and I knew if you gave him two options, he took the absolute worst one every time. About everything, because
that's what he.
And even if you tried to counsel him out of it, he'd still go with it.
It's almost like if you have somebody that's chronically late to everything, you tell them, we're meeting at 9:30 when you're meeting at 10 o'clock. You always tell them that. So don't give yourself that second option. Just say, I've got an option. This is the first thought. Okay, that's it. That's it. I'm there. No other option now. That was my first thought. That's what I'm going with.
And what I'm getting here is everything is a choice. So you can choose to be the person that's on time. You can choose to be the person that's 15 minutes late. It's not a tendency. A tendency is a choice. So if you're picking the lesser of two options, realize first of all that you're doing it and go, wait a minute, why am I doing this? It's self-analyzation.
Okay. I love myself. Been through a lot, especially lately, guys.
Well, that's cool. If you can take that attitude, that's great.
Yes. And you are the most important person in your life. So you've got to take care of you.
And if you realize you've been through some tough stuff, where you are now is because of that tough stuff.
Yeah.
So be grateful for the experience, shall we say,
The lessons learned.
for the episodes.
Yep.
It's interesting. They're showing me you walking away from the merry-go-round. So you had a shift. Good for you.
Tends to be the most fun in my experience. Not always the best, but it's a fun fact.
Very well said, Kevin.
Yes. Welcome in, Michelle. Okay. The lesser of two evils is still choosing evil. Jerry Garcia said that. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, it takes some digestion.
Well, then we go back to
so pick the better evil.
Be wounded or wise.
Mm-hmm. There's consequences. Just which...
On both sides, but which consequences will be worth it and which will not?
The lesser of two evils is still choosing evil. I love that.
That's and we've been doing that for how long in the political thing? Yeah, okay. No more evil. Get it out of here.
Behind closed doors.
What was that? Oh, I like the Ferris wheel. Thank you. And where did the behind closed doors?
Oh, I just think, it's so easy to pick evils behind closed doors.
Oh, yeah. Because you don't know the facade that they use.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Which wolf will you feed? Oh, very good, Jess. I remember that one.
Yes, I like that one too. We're going to just go through these. Okay. I hope that helps you, Vet. Anything I'm getting for you, let me shake it up. Make sure this is yours. Yeah, it keeps coming back up. Is a pain on, this is my right forearm, and it's right here. I don't know if you've got it cut, you bruised it, or it is negativity coming from a male energy on the other side. Because his mother comes in and I feel it. No, I'm not invoking you. I just say it. It's not as painful as it used to be. It used to be very painful.
That's interesting.
So things
does
are
that
getting
mean
better.
She's mellowed out?
And you have too.
Yeah.
Your energy towards her has mellowed.
Yeah, I've been working on that.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm getting right there. It really hurts. Never pick evil because evil never wins by that motto. Yes, that's true.
You are welcome, my dear.
Yeah.
Take 2 gummies and call us in the morning.
Yeah, and that, yeah, I got a quick question. John Smith, you're on the list, and even if we end up with you being the last one, we're going to answer that because it's totally up to you, dude. If you really feel you need to worry about it, or choose abundance, be wise or wounded. We just said that. Wise or wounded. Wise, should I be worried about my finances?
Oh, I've seen this. Do you have a cut? I wasn't sure what.
Do you have a cut?
Finances reference who?
Yes, you do have a cut. Okay. So that's what the pain is. All right.
Yeah.
And their words are keep it clean. Bandage regularly because it can get worse. They're concerned about it, or they wouldn't have put the pain in there. And it's almost like it's getting bigger or it's festering a little bit. Keep it clean, very sanitized. They would like you to get padded bandages, and you can tape it around it or just put it there. They want padding so it doesn't get worse. Doesn't get more infected, and it doesn't start bruising because it's susceptible to being hit because you're going to be favoring it. But when you do that, it gets, believe me, I know I've had some bruises on my arm, and I hadn't had bruises for months. And then I got a bunch of bruises, and I was doing my best to take care of them. And I just got more and more bruises in the same places. It's okay. Okay. I got the message. So just keep it clean, dry, take care of it, and then I'll let it go. If you need to put ointments on it, do, but be very careful what they are. Okay. All right. So next. All right. We already got that one. We got that one. And Gupta wouldn't be on the list. And let me just put this one real quick because I know you have a question. But I got to get rid of these other questions.
Can I be on the
Lizzie list. And Angel 292, we already read you. I already read you this Wednesday. Doesn't mean that he can't touch base, but I thought you had a specific question, Gupta, but now I can't find it. Was it finances? Oop. This just went big and everything else went small for me. Gupta, please post again because I'm having to go back and I can't find it.
I don't remember seeing Gupta.
Yeah, Gupta's here. I even said hi, Gupta.
I remember you saying that.
Okay. And Michelle, the other Michelle is in. We have Michelle Frost and Olivier. Both Michelles.
We're looking. Gupta, here she is. List.
He.
Can I be on the list?
Yes, I got that part.
That's all.
He. I keep doing this. Oh.
Can I get a message of where my life is taking me?
There we go. I knew it was here somewhere.
This sounds trite to say this. Where do you want to go? Is what I heard. The point of that remark would be, have you made any choices? Do you have any directions, or are you just out there blowing in the wind, as it were? Where the wind takes you. If you could do it tomorrow, what would you want to do? Is what I'm being steered to say. The reason being, I'm hearing the word floundering, and I'm hearing no sense of direction. So where do you want to be 5 years from now? What would you like to be? Who would you like to be? Where would you like to be?
Quick, just quick, whatever comes first. Comes in your head first. What do you want to do in 5 years? I know, delays.
They're saying something about her life can't take her anywhere because she's not listening to the signs. That was a predominant thing last night about listening to what your life is trying to take you. I get the sense of loss, sense of
have $1 million in my bank account. Okay. So how are you going to get there? To have $1 million in your bank account. Million what? Would you like 1 million euros? Would you like rubles? Would you like 1 million pounds?
That's
English pounds? I mean, you got to make your decision what kind of.
I get that you're very capable of being very entrepreneurial.
A good relationship.
What's holding you? Who told you
I
you
know
can't
you're
do
a guy.
this?
I know you're a guy.
Who told you that you can't? Somebody's beat you up to where you don't feel worthy. You don't feel. Somebody's neutralized you. I'm going to go parental because that's usually where it is.
It could be parental or grandparental too. Grandparents, because sometimes grandparents bring you up more.
That's true.
They're more around.
You don't see yourself as successful, is what I'm hearing. So you've got to build a new picture in your mind.
Oh, cool! Congratulations.
But there's some personal belief that's holding you back from exploding, they're saying. I don't know whether I'm not worthy enough, or I'm not capable, or I'm not. So you got to ask yourself, they're saying here it is, you got to think a different thought. So So the thought that you're currently carrying around isn't producing where you want to be. So we're getting into affirmations. That's
Yeah.
uh,
I did pull it up, but I was
Julie's.
pulling up something.
There we
And
go.
The Ultimate Power Within by Don.
Who you were right about the grandfather.
Ooh, was I? Cool. I'm sorry that it happened, but yeah. Okay. Because I heard grandparental was my name.
Well, that's good that you got it. I mean, that you know where it came from. So now you got it. You can either choose to believe that what he said was right, or wait a minute, I'm not that way.
That was his world, his life, his path, not yours. You
Yeah.
choose your path. You create your path. And what about the third eye room? Go for it.
Ooh, good idea. If you want to.
Go ahead. Third eye room.
Well, I don't know what he would want to.
Even if they're on the other side, you can put.
Yeah, but I was wondering why would he want to put his grandfather in that room?
Because that was your life. Thank you for all the things you. This is the prayer. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you.
Oh.
Even though you might not feel that towards him because of how it is, you're releasing the negativity.
Have you ever experienced somebody who they're the kind of person, if you tell them they can't do something, that makes them want to do it all the more?
I'm that person. That's who I am.
And I would relate that to. That's where I was trying to steer him. Just so whatever your grandfather said you couldn't do, you say, wait a minute, I could do that. You just have to decide that
he's still he's still alive. So
I saw, yeah. The
so
influence
that's
is still
why
there.
you want to take him in the third eye room. What you want to do is speak your truth to him, that this is his life, not what he's projecting to you is his belief patterns, not yours. You want more out of life. So ask him to rethink what he says to you and to give you more positive feedback and more constructive criticism in the right manner so that you can learn, not be berated for your choices. And if you make a choice and he tells you it's not going to work, know that it is going to work, because it's sort of like when you're talking, it's the opposite of what you're told. It's his projections.
But he's saying that he doesn't care, which is good if you're aware of that.
Well, I'm glad you feel you don't care, but still put him in the room and just say, hey, what I'm saying this for, what I'm suggesting this is so he can change. If you've got put up your walls and you're not going to listen to the negativity he's spewing to you, that's fantastic. But this is for him because he should be more supportive. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Too bad, but
it depends whether the grandfather interaction is affecting him now or whether he's cut the ties there. But if you're trying to prove something to your grandfather, don't worry about that. He's going to be who he is. You've got to prove things to yourself.
Yes.
But there's a thought process in you that's holding you back. And I get the sense of drifting. You don't have a destination you're aiming for. You're not clear what you want to do next. That's sort of the sense I'm getting. So you got to clear up those thoughts and visualize an end result. Here. Get quiet, meditate. Ask to be shown the way to go. Ask whatever your higher power is, whatever you believe in, your deity, etc.
Yeah.
Say, hey, I need some direction here. I do that all the time. It does show up. You do get inspired if you're paying attention. So listen to the words in your head. Then put yourself in the third eye room and pull in an angel and say, hey, what the heck?
Well, and the other thing, Gupta, put him in timeout. Walk in the room I'm putting you in timeout until you learn how to speak to me in a more positive manner and walk out. Your choice. But there's something about the third eye room that I was told that you need to utilize for him.
It's a great tool.
So I think that would be really good. Put him in timeout in that room alone.
In the
And
corner.
put what I'm also seeing is put all the things that he doesn't like. I mean, if he has a food he detests, have it there for him. If there is a color he does not like, paint it that color. Okay, this is how you can release anything's built up inside of you. But again, use that, and this is just to the universe, not to your grandfather per se.
Would you say this energy is limiting him?
Yeah, it's limiting him because it surrounds him.
Okay, more than he's thinking it is.
More than he's thinking. So if he's doing these things to put his grandfather in timeout, then he's taking control
Yes.
of that energy and keeping it away from him.
And while you're keeping that at bay, then you can get clearer sight of where you're going.
Right, exactly. And if he says anything, I've already put you in timeout. He's looking at you like, what?
I assume you know what we mean by timeout. It's what they do with children who have done something wrong. You make them go sit in a separate room by themselves for a little while.
Yeah, so they can think about what they've done. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm saying put him in the room alone and tell him he's in timeout.
Okay. That's your punishment.
Yeah, because I don't want to deal with your energy right now. There you go. Room just for you. All the colors, everything you don't like. Now you can be happy there. Okay. And please forgive the squirrels that are coming in, the scammers, because I got rid of them. Yes, I know. Okay, you do know what it means. Okay, good. All right. Let us know next week, because whatever you can get done this week, today, right now, I think it's going to make a huge difference for you.
I don't know why I'm being shown this, but there was a musical artist in this country called Paul Simon. The original group was Simon and Garfunkel. At one point, I saw an interview with him, and by now he was in his 50s, and he was talking to the interviewer saying how when he hit 50, he won some award, and his father finally acknowledged it in very few words. And the father said something like, "Oh, you've done good for yourself." That's all this man said to him. And Paul was all over the charts. I mean, he'd been in music, hugely successful, and his dad had never given him any accolades. I don't know if that's relative to you and your grandfather, but don't sit around waiting for him to tell you what a good job you're doing, because he's viewing the world from his perspective. Don't do things trying to impress him. Do things to take care of yourself.
Yeah, but put him away in the timeout. It's a lot better than the other thing I always suggest, and that, especially to a grandfather. So I won't even go there. Anyway, what do you got? I love Simon Garfunkel.
What's the one that's coming to mind? Where he's making love to his girlfriend in the afternoon and gets up to go to the bathroom, comes back, and somebody else is in the bed. What's the name of it?
I don't know. I never heard of that. I don't remember that.
It's a proclivity song.
Obviously. Sorry. That is the favorite word of last week. Anyway. Okay.
Cecilia.
Cecilia. Oh, okay.
You're breaking my heart.
Okay. I didn't read all. I mean, I didn't listen or read all the words. So yeah. Is that a Simon Garfunkel?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
How did that all tied in very well?
Cecilia.
Okay. And I'll put this up for you. I'm going through the list. Whoever's had their question, Lalima, you're next. But Angel 292 has a question for you. I can't do it because I already read it this week.
What's her name? Do we have a name for her? For Angel 292? Just first name.
We ramble all we need to, Ben. Sorry. That's just the way we are. Go ahead.
Well, two people are not growing together. Two people are growing apart. The challenges are trying to teach you something, would be my take on this. But I'm hearing reluctant partner. Not good or bad, just what is. Okay, here I get it. I think, damn, challenges. So the challenges would say, the reason I'm choking on this one is because I have a person in my life who's going through something similar, and it's a tug of war between the two of them. We have a people pleaser on one side, and we have a, what should I say, a very blaming person on the other side. If both parties are not willing to take some responsibility in a situation, the one that's trying to do all the work isn't going to get anywhere. And that's the challenge. You're not syncing up. I don't know how to tell you to improve that until you go get help to take care of you. And if the other one's not involved, then when you've had enough, you'll know what to do. Does that make any sense for you, my dear?
We are always arguing.
Well, I'm here. It's a struggle for control. Everybody's trying to be right. And when two sides are trying to be right, that is not fun. So here's the first thing I would tell you to do. Find some help. And the first thing is you do whatever it takes to end the misery, because the misery just keeps compounding the feud, as it were. But you've both got to be in the same arena with a referee. Something's just not lining up. And you both keep doing the same thing over and over again, and nothing's changing. So you've got, now I know why I was thinking about this. I want you to look up the term nonviolent communication. There are courses or books about this. It's using the right words to communicate with that are not antagonizing or triggering, that type of thing. There again, though, there's two players in the game here. It's not all one-sided. And my sense is you each want the other one to get fixed so you'll be okay. So I don't know how much more to throw out on that one. There are decisions that have to be made by two adults. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you want to, how much does this relationship mean to you? And if you're hitting a 4, then maybe it's time to opt out. I'm not saying that's what I want you to do, but these are choices you have to make. You have options, stay or go. And the options is, what's it worth to stay? And how long do you want to be miserable? And how long, you want to talk to a woman? Yes.
Yep. I thought of walking away, but don't have financial stability and lots of social scrutiny.
Don't worry about the scrutiny. Take care of yourself. And whatever plan you can come up with, we have a common friend. She left and went back 3 times.
Oh.
And the problem was there was a very strong narcissist energy in the situation. And the stranglehold was with a 3rd child that didn't belong to her. And there was threat of, I'll take the child and disappear kind of thing. And it got to that level. I don't wish that on you, but I don't know what kind of energy you're living with. Very good, Michelle. Perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
You can only take care of you. And just what's the pain worth? If you've had enough, you'll know what to do. But the option's yours. You stay or you go. And first thing I would do is just send out the intention. I need help. Send me to somebody to talk to if you can do that. And if you have to, what part of the world is she in?
I thought she was, I can't remember. Maybe England? I can't remember. Angel 292. Where are you? I thought
they're saying there's help for you somewhere if you look for it. Yeah. I'm clearly hearing that. And it sounds like you're miserable. But I don't want to be the naysayer here.
and sending you love and healing as well.
And they're saying it's okay to give up if you've done all you think you know to do. But don't leave with your guns blazing. You want it to be a win-win, and you want it to be neutral.
South Africa. Okay.
And you want it to be the best for all involved.
Hello, Miss Harley. It's been a while, young lady. But the unconditional love for yourself needs to be built up right now. Work on you. Because, and I know Victor hasn't been here, but I think it was Michelle, Jess, and a few others, Kevin, about love your dame selves because you are what's most important. Work on yourself, work on the love for yourself. And I've told all of you, ending a 35-year-old relationship with no resentment, moved on, and I'm happier now than ever. And it's not a happy environment right now, right? But work on loving yourself, and believe me, your environment will change for the better. I can tell you that because I told my ex, my second ex, that there's one person I love more than him, and that was myself. And I could finally say that. So,
do whatever it takes for you to be safe. That's my concern. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes, it will. But work on yourself because once you have the unconditional love for yourself and you start radiating that out, then you have unconditional love for that person. So your resentment, your anger towards them will diminish because there's no room for that when you have love for them.
I'm still getting a sense that both sides are trying to be right.
Right.
I want you to back down and I want you to go neutral.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying
don't engage.
Loving yourself, and then you don't worry about what the other person's doing as much because you have unconditional love. I need to love myself more. Yes, I'm feeling it too.
You're no dummy, and I say that affectionately. I need to pump you up, not tear you down by saying that.
Yeah. But yeah, KK,
you're more willing to change the game than the other party is. And you're more flexible. So I want you to placate. I'm going to throw this out. I was taught in some dance classes as a kid. It was ballroom dancing. And we were taught as the gentleman, if the girl steps on your toes, apologize to her as if it was your fault. That is very neutralizing. If something is thrown at you and you turn around and throw it back, all that does is throw fuel on the fire. So placate them. Give them credit, even if it's not due. Play that game. You're not losing. No. You are not losing if you back down. You're playing it smart.
Yeah. And besides, once you build up that love for yourself, you don't worry about it. It does not matter whatsoever.
Now, there is another thing you do. It requires a baseball bat, and you wait till he's asleep. But I'm just saying. I don't think you want to take that route.
No, don't go that way.
That was Farrah Fawcett. What movie was that? I'm taking that from a movie.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not serious.
Well, Enough was a movie with J-Lo that
something like
spoke
that, yeah.
very loud about it too. But Farrah Fawcett, that was a long time ago. Jesse, you're on the list.
You catch more flies with sugar than you do lemonade or something like that.
Yeah, or with honey than you do vinegar or something like that. Yeah, however you want to do it. Sweets are more.
She liked my baseball bat thing.
Yes, please no.
No, I'm not serious.
We don't. Yeah, we don't want to hear from you that there's
just
a problem.
Pillows, maybe.
You might be tempted to do something else with that pillow. I'm just saying.
It's just 3 minutes. That's all it takes.
How would you know that? Anyway, sorry about that. It takes two to argue. Yeah. And you can't argue with yourself. Well, you can. Put a mirror in front of them. Anytime they want to say something, just hold up the mirror and keep walking. That's how I feel. For intermittent. Yes, yes, yes.
Entertainment
Purposes
Very
only.
good, Harley. Yes.
Just keep your breathing easy right now, Jesse, until we get to you. Lalima is next.
And you have permission not to be right
Yes.
because neither one of you are hearing each other. It doesn't matter.
KK, I got a couple of bats you can borrow. LOL. Just kidding. Yes. I don't want to hear about any of you guys going to jail.
Plastic bats.
Plastic. Or what are they? Nerf bats.
Nerf bats, yeah.
Those are very.
What are those noodles? Those
Noodles,
cool
yeah. Okay. This is Miss Lalima. Lalima is in India and she is part of our psychic squad. She hasn't been in a while, so hopefully we'll see her soon. Miss Harley missed this week, but Miss Harley, Miss Jess came in. Yeah, Phoenix, Rising Phoenix is Lalima.
Oh, Lalima, okay.
Lalima. Yeah, and I keep having this scrolling about
Wow.
Friday the 13th down there. So I don't want to go to jail. Haha. Yes, please. Do not go to jail.
Don't worry about being right. Be wrong. Why am I seeing? She has a picture of this angel on her.
Rising Phoenix. It's a
Yeah.
Phoenix rising.
But they show me she's very, and you've got very giving energy, very caring energy, very positive energy, very loving energy, very, what are you coming to us for? You should be giving advice. I'd say that.
She is all of that. She is a healer. So
it's all angelic. I mean,
she is very angelic, yeah. But why is she coming to us? Because she said wants to know the guides. Yeah, I know you're good.
She should be giving it.
Yeah, she should. She'll get there.
She's given too much. She's not thinking about herself.
She's not putting herself first.
Yeah. You make it about everybody else, kiddo.
Yeah.
And
have you stopped walking outside?
It's a deflection.
Yeah, you're right. She's procrastinating on the
okay, so
on those things she needs to do.
If she gives enough, keeps herself distracted here, she doesn't have to deal with here or here.
Does that make sense to you?
You're distracting yourself with all of your kindness, which is, it's okay to look at who you are, kiddo. Talk to your heart. Oh my gosh. Your heart's waiting for you to access it. Access it as if it was another person. Just put your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and say, hello. Your heart is waiting to talk to you. Not walking much. Yeah, well, what's the sadness I'm getting?
She's a very strong empath as well. So she's always taking care of others and putting their needs first, feeling their needs before she even looks inside.
That's still a deflection.
Yes, it's still a deflection. This is the time. Today is the day. It's the feminine day. Well, I know you're probably already in the next day. You're probably already Saturday where you're at. Is to do the shadow work. Like I said, the 4 lines, the I am sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and thank you. Just keep saying those. If you can, yell them. If you have to say them quietly, whatever you can do, just keep saying them. And basically you're saying this to the universe, to your entity. I understand my feelings sometimes. Yeah.
Guess what? It goes back to somebody told her she wasn't worthy.
Yes. And not only that, sometimes they're not your feelings. You've got to ask, is this my anxiety? Deflection, as in?
You're distracting yourself from dealing with who you are by concentrating on everybody else all the time.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by the deflection. So the universe is sort of banging you over the head here, saying, kiddo, look at you. And somebody in your past somewhere beat the heck out of you, either verbally or action wise. Something convinced you that you're not good enough. So what you do is overcompensate with everybody else to prove to yourself that you are good enough, but you're still carrying that weight around inside. And you need to disconnect that ball and chain, is what I think we're trying to get through to you.
Mm-hmm.
You're a fabulous person. I'd scoop you up in a heartbeat. But there's an ongoing, overwhelming sadness inside of you. But I think it's what you are feeling about yourself because of programming you had pounded into you somewhere. I mean, I could guess, but you'll know more about that than I do. And you know what I mean. You don't need to carry that sadness around, kiddo.
But as you said, I don't understand my feelings too sometimes. But remember, being an empath and feeling everybody else's thoughts, problems, all that stuff, you need to check. And you can say, hey, universe, is this my feelings? Am I the one feeling this?
Good idea.
Because it might be one of your sisters. It could be your mother. It could be your sister-in-law. It could be so many other people besides you. It could be somebody you just passed by on the street or at the market or anything like that. So yeah, it can be anyone. You just have to stop and be you for the moment.
You're equal to the best, my dear.
You are so worthy. Yes. Cannot tell you. He was already talking about it, but your angelic presence is
that just
is
came
a light.
through like
Yeah.
the movie screen.
Very strong. And even though it's a phoenix rising, he thought angelic immediately when he saw the icon. Hi, Luke. Welcome in.
So I hope that helps you, kiddo.
Yeah.
To find out whether the sadness is yours or somebody else's, but I think it's yours.
Well, some of it could be yours, but that doesn't mean it all is
be.
yours. But you need to focus in on what you are feeling and push everybody's energy aside. Oh, let me see. Let me see if I might have something for that.
Your bag of tricks.
My bag of tricks. And I'm not talking about a pill or anything. Let's see. Which one? When these are very small, so I have to, no, that's something else. I don't need that anymore. There. Well, we could always do this. I'm a magnet for abundance. I believe that anything that isn't meant for me will be cleansed, but it will always be replaced with more. There will always be more love, more chances, more blessings, more open doors, more miracles. I attract what is for me with ease. All that I desire is abundantly available to me. I'm waiting for that to move, and it's not going to.
Just go blah, blah, blah.
I'll always have what I need. I am blessed. Just one of those mantras to say and make sure you release all the other stuff. Oh, this is the other one. I am in charge of my own happiness. I will not let anything outside of myself control me. I will continue to vibrate on a high frequency and remove from those of low self. I am creating a life that is blissful on the inside, which will convert into experiences that are blissful on the outside. I hope those help. They're meant to. And hope you took a picture of them. And Michelle Frost says, grounding, grounding, grounding. Oh, thank you for that, Lalima. And you're a sensitive empath. You can pick up things without even wanting to. Try to study yourself to see if there's a pattern to the sadness or anxiety and when it happens. We'll check on that in a minute, Kevin. Okay, we're going back to Jimmy. Jimmy, are you here? We had read you earlier, but you took a picture. Thank you. Jimmy, are you still here? You didn't reply. And now you said hi, so you came back, but now you're not here again. So I'm going to see what the next one. Let's see. Who was the next person with a question? That was Jesse. So Jesse, and yes, Kevin, you just put in your question. So
Okay, is this a proclivity question? Or are we talking about storage?
Sorry. I know him too well. It's terrible. Anyway, okay. I think she's having chest pains. So I'll have to check in.
Restriction. You immediately get restriction.
I hope you're not not smoking. That's the first thing that comes to mind because it started me coughing. Got you on there, AT. Oh, wow. And my eyes are burning. That usually means cigarette smoking of some sort nearby. What are you getting?
Well, I was just tuning in. I'm getting like irritation spots, different colors in the lung zone.
Oh, what are you getting?
Upper,
what colors?
I'm getting like orange upper right. Would be upper left. Would be her upper left.
Yeah, it's your upper left. It's her upper left.
But I'm wondering why I'm getting I take these as irritations, inflamed kind of thing. But to have orange mixed in with red bothers me. I'd expect it to be all one color. But you were talking about smoking, so I backed off. But I didn't.
No, go ahead. Whatever you're feeling.
I'm just seeing things.
Now, where's the red at? You said that orange was up here.
Right.
No, don't worry about it. No, wherever you're feeling in your body, that's most likely where it is. In her body.
I wanted to go up here.
Okay, so it's left.
Upper left.
That's the orange.
But I don't know if I'm getting irritation, inflammation.
But where is that? Where the red is too?
No, it's below it. It's like
this right below
orange spot on top of the red.
No, it's in the same spot.
It's a blended area, like one spot. Have you been to a doctor about this, or had lung X-rays, or are you in pain? Yeah, that's sort of what I'm getting.
What?
Harley's getting the same thing.
Yeah, I'm feeling it, heaviness too.
But what's going on?
And it's all.
You've been ignoring this. I would not do that.
You should get checked out as soon as possible.
But I'm getting the sense
not to scare you.
Do you work around anything toxic, or are you around?
Well, I asked her about smoking. She hasn't replied anything like that.
I get the sense that she's been inhaling something.
Yeah. Whether it's paint fumes or something, but something's
chemicals, or
I think it's cigarette smoking. It hurts, so.
Okay. Would you go get that check, please?
Well, heart is really in the center, but.
Heart's in the center, and it feels like it's to the left, but.
Yeah. Yes, because it's different. I mean, it's different. Vaping is different, but it still causes problems in the bronchial tubes. So in the lung way.
But if you're ignoring this, go get it checked, kiddo.
That's the first thing you need to do. And that's what, it's not feeling good to me. It doesn't feel good at all.
I don't want an x-ray. I want an MRI.
Last x-ray I had was a long time ago. They usually do x-rays first for chest. Okay. Chest x-rays usually the first thing they do, just to check. Because they can see pneumonia. They can see a whole lot of things.
Right.
So they don't have to go to MRI per se. I know, because
I get this burning feeling.
Yeah, and that's why the smoke, it just seems. I understand that it was a long time for the x-ray. What about smoking or anything else? In the lung, not the heart. It's definitely lungs. It's definitely lungs.
I don't get heart at all.
No, my heart's. I mean, it's cool heart, but it is not. These are their words. It's not overly chastised. Okay. I don't know why they said that, but
Yeah.
you might know what that means before. I work in medical industry. I don't smoke, but sometimes I smell it from others. Yes, and if you work in the medical industry, you go in and outdoors that people smoke at. I know the feeling. And
Really?
yeah, because you know me, I'm very sensitive
Yeah.
to it. Do I vape? I don't. Jesse, do you vape at all? Because I know if you're a medical person, you shouldn't be vaping, but or smoking.
That stuff's
But that's,
foul.
yeah, those are actually worse. Good to get it checked. Yeah, you definitely. If you're in the medical industry,
I keep
I'm
getting
surprised.
inflammation. I keep
Yeah,
getting something. Something's inflamed.
they really need to check you out. If you're in the medical industry, you have no excuse not
For
seeing
Pete's sake,
somebody.
sneak in the back room, take your own X-ray.
Because my working station area is near the orthotics and prosthetics. I haven't seen any humid.
It
Too
might be
much.
something as much as an
Get
allergy.
sweat. Yeah, it could be too. Hold on. Um, Parasites,
Oh,
but it has to do with all that stuff. Everything in the
she
air.
needs to find a naturopath. You're in the medical field, right?
Right, but she's gonna. I think she. Well, I don't know how your medical coverage is, but you might have to go to a primary
Oh,
before you see somebody else.
mushrooms.
Mushrooms would be very helpful.
Is she here?
No,
overseas?
she's not here. I can't remember where you're at. Are you in? I know there's somebody here. I feel it after jogging or after lifting. Yeah, and
I'd get an X-ray anyway. Get that.
yeah, you need to get it checked. Also, good. I'm glad you don't vape. And I know, understand the jogging. And when you're jogging, you're most likely breathing in a lot of that, the toxins too. So, one, slow down. In other words, do walking instead of jogging because the jarring is not helping either. I know because I do this too. But definitely get seen. If you're in orthotics and is that what you said? Orthotics? Um, you should be able to get somebody that can get you an X-ray pretty quickly. I would
Yeah.
think because they have to take X-rays a lot for them, so it should be in your area. They started just when I work here.
Could be an allergy.
This started just when, yeah, it could be. Well, you finally decided to show up, young man.
I don't think she's eating real well. I'm getting sense something needs to be flushed.
So a year started to feel this way. 1 year.
What's your diet like? Well. Are you alkaline? Are you junk food? Are you? I don't care what I eat. Are you? I'm just getting sense something needs to be flushed. Anyway, get an X-ray and let us know what's going
on. And look for a turkey tail. There's another one.
Yeah.
What are they telling me?
That's Lane's name. That's cognitive.
Flushing. Cordyceps. They're saying cordyceps.
Is that a mushroom?
Yeah, it's a mushroom. Oh. It is a mushroom. You know, that's kind of funny, Victor. We were just talking about that. See, I'm not the only one. It could be asthma due to allergies. Jogging can cause exercise-induced asthma, so chemical fumes from products can develop allergies and asthma. And if you're jogging and you're on sidewalks or anything like that, you're very close to cars. So yeah. I know. I thank goodness can jog over by the canal path and stuff like that, so I don't have to be exposed to cars for very long.
So anyway, first step: get an X-ray, kiddo, quick,
and let us know. Please. That's your homework. If you do accept it.
And I keep hearing the word flush. Flush.
Flush.
Which is detoxing or something.
Frankincense or peppermint? Eucalyptus. Bowl of steaming hot water with a couple drops of eucalyptus. Yeah, a couple. And make sure it's steaming. Don't put it in plastic. Put it in a stainless steel pot or a glass bowl. Cover your head with a towel and just breathe in. Just breathe in. Keep your eyes closed. It's so much easier if you do. And just breathe in. Get it cleansed out. Eucalyptus. That's what they're saying. As long as you're not allergic to it. Okay. All right. Okay. I hope that helps. But please let us know. In the meantime, please do the eucalyptus and the turkey tail and the cordyceps. Because they'll help. Oh, and they're telling me to remind you of the things that take out parasites, which are pomegranate arils, ARIL, pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas. What are the other things that there's quite a few that do take out parasites, but those are the two they're reminding me of right now.
Alcohol, tequila.
No. No, she doesn't need to add more chemicals.
Does it kill the worms?
Sometimes they're alive. That's not a good one. But anyway, okay. Let's see. Who's next? John Smith says, what should I be worried about? Or should I be worried about my finances?
What's her name? And what does she like?
John's been in many times. And as far as finances, that's going to be your choice.
Yeah.
You've got to make the decision. And it's sort of like what Gupta said. He had plenty of his currency. Well, not plenty, but he had his currency in the bank, but he wanted US dollars of $1 million in the bank. So it's his choice. And so how are you going to get there? So
it depends. Are you saving or are you spending? Are you earning? Are you blowing it? Are you buying?
Are you being wise or are you being wounded?
Yes. Are you putting money away each month in an investment fund? Are you just blowing it at the movies? Are you going? Very good, Kevin. Touche.
Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate that.
I love that.
Sorry, John. We are tuning in on your finances. I'm having it. Now it's gone into center. This is not Jesse's. It's gone in the center. Ooh, you're not being, if I'm at risk from people.
Well, here's where I'm going with this. So if you were, I know of an individual who got out of college and he borrowed $200,000 worth of loans. And in my book, that was not a wise thing to do, but who am I? And it depends. There were consequences of that. He's still dealing with it. But I don't know what you mean. Are you not paying your bills, or you're buying things that you can't afford?
But is he a financial risk from other people? From people. That's what he says.
I see that from people, but how I don't correlate that question.
Well, it was sort of like what you started out with. What's her name? Is she spending his money?
That's where I was going.
Yeah. So
if you're not using are you being a George Costanza, or are you?
He might not understand that. Okay, Michelle.
I don't know if we're nailing John here or not.
Okay. I had to get all that other stuff.
The only risk you're going through is it's your own demeanor,
no loans. I can afford
your
most.
outlook, your perception, your. Okay, now we have needs and we have wants. So are you getting involved with other people that want you to buy stuff for them? I'm getting the sense that what I'm hearing is you're not being prudent with what money you've got. I don't know what that means to you. The goal is not to outlive your money. So are you putting stuff away? Are you being practical? Are you buying junk you don't need? Are you only buying necessities? Are you squandering it on frivolous things that are of no value once you buy them? Are you doing it once? Okay, I got a yes on something there. Just dealing with money as a
And we're not sure what you mean by yes.
money situation, a matter of practicality, and a matter of foresight. And it's like the squirrel that needs to put nuts away for the winter. You know, if you don't put the nuts away, then winter comes and you got nothing in there to eat. But that just takes some planning and some commitment and some proclivity, I guess.
And when you were saying put the nuts away for winter, and then you had nut and
That's why.
nut, then it's like you said nothing but nothing away, nothing to eat, no nuts.
Oh, nothing,
So
nothing
nut,
to eat. I get it.
nuts to eat. Anyway, it was
So
weird. It came to be weird.
I'm waiting for them to give me some insight here. Go ahead if you got something.
No, I just had a weird thing about my arm. I don't know what that was.
So I think I'm done here. I'm not getting images or impressions or.
And they've been telling me a lot lately to tell people to be frugal, to be strict with their money and stuff. And they're not saying that with you. They're saying that you've got to make the decision of what you want. Do you want $1 million in the bank in 5 years? Okay. So how are you going to get there? You make the plan. You set the intention. Today is a great day for setting intentions and manifesting it. Let's see.
Yeah, I agree with Harley. You don't need to advertise it.
Yeah, and don't, yeah, if you say you're worried, then it's going to cause worry. But the song Money, 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 Money Loves Me, money comes to me anytime I need it. I mean,
Well, he's using the
do
word
everything.
that people he's around feel that they're entitled to his money. Are we talking about children? Somebody who's sitting around waiting for you to die?
Oh, they're entitled to my money. Well, usually,
Well, if you've got it
if you
locked
got a
up,
divorce, yeah.
yeah, I've been there,
Yeah.
done that.
So,
Well, all you can do, and I don't know that that's.
but do it. The words are do it legally. Whatever you do, do it legally. In other words, don't try and hide it.
Don't be underhanded.
Don't be underhanded with it. But also look at the big picture, learn to say no or walk away. And if somebody is trying to take your money, what right do they have to do that? Have you spoken to an attorney? Yes, I don't want you spending money on an attorney, but you can ask the quick questions and just if they give you a free consultation to see if they might be the right person for you, just ask the quick questions.
Well, if it's his money and he's got it locked up and under control, I don't see what the issue is, unless there's a manipulative action taking place or he's involved emotionally with somebody. Or
Yeah, I keep seeing that something about a divorce or somebody spousal. Oh, you're welcome, Jesse. Somebody spousal also have exposure to equity. Not sure if that will go down.
Sounds like you've got legal issues.
Yeah.
Not my area.
Or none of our area of expertise. And Don's not here. He is in San Antonio enjoying the Alamo City. So I can't even get advice from him on that. And he is in Texas, so that's where he has his license, at least one of them. But anyway, seek financial advice from an advisor. They can help invest and come up with a budget so you'll have it for a long time. You see divorce, I see that's where money is trying to be taken if they can't get it
That
from
was-
you. If they can't get it from you directly, that's what I'm seeing.
Well, here's the deal. I don't know what the rules are in the state where you are.
Right.
You're going to deal with common law. I mean, that's just
If you're in a common law state.
the name of the game. Now, I'm just going to say this. I was in disagreement at one time, but whatever you two created together, there was contribution from one. There's a lot that I wouldn't have had I not had this particular person in my life at the time. At the split up, I was not that agreeable, but now I see the benefit of it. And so it is what it is in terms of finances. If there was contribution made, and if you've got things now that you wouldn't have had otherwise, you have to look at it as a win-win that will ease some of your pain.
I don't see you losing the money in the divorce. Losing is a different.
Yes, losing isn't the right word.
No,
You might have to distribute some of it.
But I'm feeling more positive about it. Again, third eye room, people. Third eye room.
Good idea. Get in a room with her. Talk to her.
Not just her, but any attorney, any judge. Get them all in a room and talk
You're talking about
things.
Legalities now.
Legalities,
You're going to get stuck with what there is to deal with legally.
Yeah. Have you checked the laws of the state that you're in? Or are you in England or something? I don't know what the deal is. I know that in Australia, it costs $10,000 to get a divorce. It's not worth it.
Just flat out done you for $10,000.
Yeah. I guess the country does it. Something about $10,000. So I know somebody who is living with a boyfriend and still married because they don't want to pay $10,000 to get a divorce, which I agree. I wouldn't either. You mean I'm gaining money?
Cheap.
I don't.
If that's all it costs you. In my experience.
Mine didn't cost me a penny.
Mine cost me a lot.
It cost my husband a total of $500 with everything.
Holy smokes. Well, you guys went in it. Yeah. It cost me like a lot.
Okay. So positive, you mean I'm gaining money? I'm feeling that it's pretty well balanced. So again, it's more community poverty state. It depends on where you are. Distribute fairly and gain peace.
That's the one I want to go with.
Yeah, like
right there.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Arlie. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the positive thing. But fairly, that doesn't mean what's the price you would pay for happiness. I mean, divorce and all that energy has to be painful. So to be free of all that, how much would you pay for peace? And the other word is how much would you pay for your sanity?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that doesn't mean you can't make up that money later. Actually, they're saying that the lessons you learn from going through these things will help you build a side business, or what they call these days side hustle, to make more money. In the end, I feel that you'll be happy about it as long as you make the choices that are best for you. Again, not to belittle the other person.
Yeah, there are gifts in this if you look at it that way.
Yeah. Well, I know we've talked with you many times, and I knew there was problems with that. So if this person wants money from you now, then when they go to divorce, they're going to be able to get more money from you later. So I would suggest moving forward, instead of trickling it out now and having to give out a whole lot later. That's my opinion. Only John knows. Yep, if John will be happy. John will make himself happy if he does what he really truly wants. But don't be stingy. Be fair and be at
You
peace.
walk down the aisle together.
Yeah. But don't keep giving away right now, because like I said, it'll be a huge payday for them down the road if you draw it out.
Something you might try to do is put yourself in her place and see through her eyes.
Yes.
That would help you understand. I know that I did that once, and I thought, well, that's interesting. I saw her point. I didn't like it, only from a selfish standpoint. But she's looking through her eyes at the situation, and you're looking through your eyes at the situation. So meet in the middle, shake hands, and
Put the shoes on the other foot.
yeah.
It's just a saying. Anyway, I hope that helps.
We aren't lawyers.
Yeah, we're not lawyers. We just been through it. Just saying. I've been divorced twice. How many times? You only did once, right?
One actual divorce. It might as well have been a divorce in the second one.
Yeah, because you were together over 3 years in a community property state.
We were 15 years.
15 years.
Yeah.
So don't be worried. Be proactive in getting things completed.
Don't worry. Be happy.
Everybody has potential to be happy. But you've got to make the choice. You got to create your own happiness. Didn't I just put that up there? Create your own happiness. Okay, let's see who's next. KT, and then Michelle. KT, are you still here? Oh, yeah. In that order, that's when you're... Now, KT put, blessings to all. May I be on the list for a general reading. And then she said, I would be grateful to get a message from my spirit guides. Need to hear something if you have time for me. KT. And Michelle's Frost is next. Oh, Michelle. The other Michelle should be coming up too.
Here's what I'm hearing, my dear. Your problems aren't as great as you think they are. It's more of a heart issue with you. It sounds like you're needing she's looking for some.
Yes, Julie, you did what?
She's looking for adulation, adulation. She's looking for some feedback, approval would be the best word. Okay, so you're feeling unloved, and you're looking for someone somehow, some way to acknowledge that or bring that to you, but they're not going to do it. I don't think, my dear.
Okay, she said right. Whoop.
It's love your damn self time again.
Yep.
And I don't say that to be a wise ass, but you're feeling unloved at the moment. I don't know whether there's another in your life that you are seeking this connection with, and they are not bringing it to you in the form you would like to get it, which is usually the problem. We need to get our baseball back. Just be done. What's for dinner?
Well, it's Fast Food Friday. So I have to always ask that question. Anyway, we're on KT right now.
So, yeah.
Where Vic comes in? Yeah, I know. Where is he? He must be sleeping, or the cats are fighting or something.
No, she's feeling isolated, lonely, unloved.
But you are loved, and you're not alone. You're never alone.
You're not alone, and which I know is an empty phrase because I've gone through that too. What are they saying? They're saying, for all your worth, there's no reason for you to feel disappointment. So what they're basically saying is you're no dummy, and you're letting this situation go on for years, really?
Yeah, she isn't.
How can that be?
Thank you, Kevin, on that. We all love you too. Yeah.
Go take some dance lessons.
You're not in Calgary, are you? Just kidding, Michelle.
KT.
Yeah, in there, you don't have a whole lot of love for yourself, and there's, wow, they're telling me there's a lead plug. This is their words, not mine. In between your solar plexus, which is your intuition, um, yeah, and your heart chakra.
She's not feeling deserving,
She is very deserving of unconditional love.
but she's not feeling that.
Yeah, you are worthy. I was gonna get
You don't feel deserving, kiddo. Why is that the case?
this helps, please. It comes in 4 formats. No,
You have as much right to have somebody in your life as anybody
and she
else.
said no, so she doesn't. I don't know what she means by no. She doesn't feel that way.
The delay has got us stuck here, KT. We don't know what
Yeah.
you meant by no.
Yeah, we do need a little bit more than just 1-word answers because it helps. I love you too, Michelle. And we help you with dancing this week. Anyway. And I've got my root chakra affirmations. All of them. I'm sure I can come up with more, but I'm just saying. These aren't mine that I wrote, but they're mine now. Okay, here we go. No, sir. No, sir, what?
I don't know.
We're still in the dark of what the no, because we keep
She
talking.
says, "I think I am awesome." Okay, so
You are awesome.
so you aren't suffering from lack of self-esteem.
I do feel coolness, so do I. But I do feel coolness in the heart chakra.
Well, that's a different question.
See you. So you see no one coming? Well, that's different.
Yeah, that's a different question.
Yeah.
Message from your guides as opposed to.
Yeah, that's what the guides are telling us these things, not.
I'm hearing March.
Oh, cool.
Are you got anything planned in March? But there again, this always backs up this question. What are you doing to draw somebody in? Are you out there? Are you in the world? Are you friends? Are you in groups? Are you in organizations? Are you at meetups, which is what we have here? I don't know where you are. You can't sit in your front room next to the lamp reading the book and expect to meet somebody. So you've got to put that, and you've got to put that vision in it, and you've got to put the intent. And hey, universe, send me somebody. All of that stuff. So, are you doing those kind of things? Affirmations, like Julie's got,
Bringing the. This is a day to manifest.
There's always on-site dating.
Get out, do the dancing. Go to a dance. What?
Here's what they said. Mr. Right will find you if you stand out on the street corner and let him see you. I don't mean in a solicitation kind of sense, but.
I was going to get the word out.
Yeah.
Not going to use it right now.
Yeah.
Just saying. Yeah. Last thing,
Last thing, go to court next month. Will I be okay? Of course you'll be okay.
Third eye room.
Ooh, good. Yeah. Get in there and whatever the court thing is about, take the parties involved and put them in your head. Have a long discussion with them. You might, what they're saying is that would neutralize some of the energy. That'd be interesting.
And yours too, your negative ones that is coming in.
Have what?
The negative energy that is coming in will neutralize it. Coming in for that situation.
Yeah. Remember, third eye room, talk to them up there. Also, go meet Mr. Right in your third eye room.
Yeah.
Bring him in there. Say, where are you? Where the heck are you? Get your butt over here.
Utilize the third eye to figure out what corner to be at in March.
Oh yeah.
PA stuck from Florida, unhappy here.
I heard one of the people at class, you know, talked about if you're undecided about something, you tell your guides, I want to hear, and the word being used was Pocahontas.
Okay.
I want to hear the word Pocahontas if I'm supposed to do this as opposed to this. And I played that game, and I'd be danged if I was using the word curriculum. It's not a word I use. And be danged if I didn't hear the word the next day. Where I'm going with this is, give yourself a code word and say, okay, guys, pick some bizarre word that you would never use in reference. She says she's unhappy in PA. Should I move? Should I go someplace to meet somebody? March. Yeah, play with March. Use that word game, the code word game. Am I going to meet somebody in March? I wonder if it would work that way.
No,
I don't think it would.
No, I still think she needs to see where she needs to be, but
create that image.
Yeah, create that image. So, but then Kevin is in New York, that's not very far from Pennsylvania. Just saying.
Go hang out with Kevin.
Yeah. Breathe. It's okay. Yes. And one of my favorite days is in March. It's March 17th. It's one of my favorite days.
Which day dies? 19th?
Well, 17th is St. Patty's Day. I'm very Irish. 17th. I love being Irish that day. I know the corned beef and cabbage is not an Irish thing. It's an American thing, but I love it anyway. Yeah, I'll probably have a beer this time, but usually don't. I might not. Gain the strength and trust yourselves. You will gain the trust in others. I see a pink light over your head walking towards it.
Hope that did you some good, KT.
Yeah. Yes, the whole group is helping you out. So that's good. And the last one we have now, we might have time for one more, but right now, Michelle will be the last one. Michelle would like a general reading. Do I need to have a question to get a reading? No. She's going to have a reading saying, I'm Irish on that day too. Yes. Okay. I hope everybody is Irish on that day. But
I see her holding a dog.
Oh, Michelle? Michelle's holding a dog?
Like a little puppy. This seems to be the theme of the day. But the words I'm getting are, you have to love yourself like you're holding a little puppy.
Yes, exactly. That's what I tried to tell you. But yours cats, not puppies.
Yeah. But I see her holding this little animal.
Oh, sorry. Back to Michelle.
Did that answer anything? Are we working?
We're working on Michelle. Michelle Frost. Are you still here? I know you were here a minute ago.
Waiting.
I know. Keep those doggies moving. Yes, we're going to have to. Oh, while you're doing that, tomorrow morning, Miss Susan will be back around 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And when I mean around, when it comes to Miss Susan, she's always early. So expect her at 9:45 Mountain Standard Time.
Okay, Michelle says she does like it. How did I miss that one?
Okay, but you're holding on the puppy.
Yeah, why are we holding on to the puppy?
Yeah, she's got a good warm. It might not be a full 10, but it's very close.
Boy, that's all I've seen.
Does she need to help out with doggies, or?
This acts like it's her. Are you wanting a dog? Are you getting a dog?
Could it be her inner child? Wanting a dog or needing healing?
Man, I mean, it won't deviate from this thing.
That's all they're showing you.
That's all I'm getting. She's being stubborn about something.
What are you being stubborn about, Michelle?
If you don't want it, there's a want that you have. Whatever you're locked into, there's a want that you've got generated that you're holding on to that they're saying won't serve you. I don't know what that ties into the dog, but you're hanging on to this dog like you won't let go. And maybe having a dog wouldn't be a practical thing to have. That's what I'm playing with here. So,
Puppy love,
oh,
Miss Pam says.
they're saying monitor your beliefs, monitor your wants, but there's something you're locked up on that you think you need to have. Okay, no, right. And the dog is just a symbol.
2 cats.
Okay, so it wouldn't be practical to have a dog with 2 cats.
So what are you honed in on
Yeah.
that is not practical for you to have? Why am I singing Porsche? I don't know. A Porsche in Tennessee in the wintertime? I don't think so.
Is she in Tennessee too?
Yeah, there's 3 of us. 3 of our people in Tennessee. Are you Murfreesboro, Michelle? You're in Tennessee, right?
I'm going to turn over to you.
I'm just letting you figure it out. Okay, let's see.
She's not helping me here, so I don't know. Just something she's locked into that she won't let go of. Now they're showing me, you know how a dog would bite a leg and not let go?
Yeah.
What kind of animals do that? Alligators? I don't know. Something.
The alligators too, yeah.
You get.
There's a lot of that.
She's got her teeth sink. Oh,
you have your teeth.
She has her teeth sunk into something and she won't let go. You need to be right about something. That's where all this is going. What are you locked into, Coach? Are you that stubborn? Are you hard to live with?
He's just asking. That's what he's getting, these images. And
I'm being not sure. I'm quite minimal. Spring Hill, quite minimal.
Oh, Spring Hill. Okay.
I'm floundering here. Sorry. The energy is not.
And I feel she's got walls, but your walls are around outside of your solar plexus. I don't know why you're trying to wall off your solar plexus, because I feel there's a lot of activity going on inside of them.
She doesn't. What? She doesn't want to hear.
What doesn't she want to hear?
Well, it's like the kind of person that says, "Tell me, tell me, tell me." And you tell them, you go, "Huh? No." So not the answer I wanted. You're easygoing? Okay.
I think she's more easygoing, yeah.
I get all kinds of mixed signals.
Yep.
Is there anybody else in the room with you? Because I know we've talked to her before.
Yeah. She was a regular. She's just been gone for a couple. And it's funny, Victor's been off and Michelle comes in, so I appreciate that, Michelle. But Victor should be here too.
Michelle, I'm sadly sorry to say I'm not ringing any bells here. The energies are not aligned. I don't know where else I'm going.
Okay, I'm going to tap in. Oh. Like I said, what they're the first thing they're showing me is your solar plexus, and it's almost like there's a tumbler in there. Okay, it's like a dryer. Things keep tumbling in the dryer. What does this mean? No, what? I don't know what the no means.
I don't either. The delay messes with us, guys. If you put just one answer, back it up with the. Oh, no one in the room. Okay.
Okay.
I was wondering if I was tapping into somebody else's energy.
Yeah.
Something feels very shut down.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting outside of her solar plexus is a wall. What is going on the far left side? Okay.
I keep going.
Cleanse, 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 clear. What does she need? What does she need? Okay, when I asked what you need for yourself, for you, they just kept saying patience with yourself. Trust yourself more. It's like you're fighting it. And something about holding on to a decision you've made, and that's why the things are tumbling in your solar plexus. And they're showing me that stop the dryer. Oh wow, all of a sudden it's warm. Woo. And take the clothes out. Take the clothes out, hang the good ones up, and the rags, create something else with them. And then they show me it was Dolly Parton, wasn't it? The calico coat, the coat of many colors. Was that her or was that Lorraine? What's her name? Yeah, to create a jacket. I forgot the country and western song. I thought it was Dolly Parton, but or what's Johnny Cash's wife's name?
Oh, I have no idea.
Dang, I forgot who did that. Clean the lint trap. Yes, clean that too. Clean out the lint trap. Yeah. No, it isn't. But yeah, you got to clean the lint trap. But you've got to create. They want you to create more things with the rags, the leftovers. And I know you're a musician, and I know you write songs and stuff. So something about the leftovers. Or the Coat of Many Colors. Yes, Dolly Parton. It was Coat of Many Colors. Thank you, Bounty. No, it was Dolly. Oh, not Dolly. Anyway, take what hasn't helped you in the past, recreate something with it, and it's going to make the difference. You would know better than I. So if they're, like I said, if there's lyrics you've done, but they're not working in the state that you had them in, then flip them around and create something new out of it. That's what they're telling me for you. I hope that makes sense for you. But yeah, they're focusing on your creativity, your intuition, and expanding into other realms and genres. Those are their words to you. And it is already 11 o'clock. So you know what time that means. And let me back it up after I add that. Oh, I'm going to add this. I've added the volume, so because he's far away.
I was in a class last night and they were testing some new subjects. Okay, they're going to... The collective is collecting.
Okay.
Those of you who are new, I tap into a collective I call Gabriel. And they like to give me words and I'll pass them on to you. What we talked about last night, they want to talk about again. They didn't really use the word proclivity, did they?
There's a reason for it. They did last time.
We wish to enter this session with a contrary thought that many will not be used to hearing. In this, the thought is around the center of heart energy. We reformed our evening session last night with this one on this subject. We want you to be aware of your heart. And we say that because it's not just a pumping organ, as many of you are taught to believe it. Of course, it certainly is the major function for its being, but it also houses energy of awareness, energies of memory, energies of beliefs, and is in communication with your mind at all times. We want you to start paying attention to that rhythmic beating that's taking place 24/7 in your chest. And when you're in a, shall we say, the doldrums, put your hand on your chest and ask your heart what to do and get out of your mind. Oftentimes, the heart will give you more answers than the mind ever will. The heart is sensitive, it's knowing, it's memorable, and it ties energies together that the brain and the mind don't deal with. So as you're going through your day, be conscious of that being you're carrying within you and tap into it as much as you can and learn to be sensitive to the beatings, the rhythm, the strength of the rhythm, and start paying attention to what feelings you might realize are emanating from that energy source. This might seem off the wall subject because it's not common in the, shall we say, daily routines of many of your lives. We just wish to introduce this subject, and more will follow later. Blessings to you all. We are the Collective Gabe. Thank you for allowing us to participate today. Many happy footsteps on your ongoing journey. Ta-da!
Yay. And they didn't use proclivity.
They didn't. First word I heard was proclivity. I thought, no.
No, they were trying to wake you up.
Maybe that's what it was.
They would like you to use that word as one of the ones that you are, your word searcher, your word game.
Oh, that's an idea.
They would like that.
I couldn't
That's
remember.
one
All
of the
week long I
things.
tried to remember that word.
And you didn't text me.
I
You're like,
started
what
to.
was that word?
I started to. Monday night I was desperate.
I bet you were on Monday night. I could just see you, and if I was there, you would have said proclivity a few times. But yeah,
Well, it was fun, you guys. Thanks for hanging with us and putting up with us.
We appreciate you all. Again, Saturday morning will be Susan before 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Sunday morning will be Bonnie and Jess, and Sunday Psychic at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 11 to 1 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Hopefully, Miss A5 says and Miss Sherry Berry will be in at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time-ish, of course. They'll be a little bit late. Mountain Standard Time on Sunday afternoon. Monday, we hope that Miss Shauna is back with tea time at, Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot. And on Tuesday, I will be back with Claudene at the Elevated by Claudene. Spiritual show that flows. And that is Tuesday morning at around 8. We are ishy because I never know what traffic's going to be or anything else. We love Mercury and everything going on. Next Tuesday evening, from 6 to 8 Mountain Standard Time, we have our Psychic Squad. That is a free Zoom class, so you can practice. Miss Jess came last week. Miss Jess and Miss Bonnie will be there this week. Right, Jess? Right. And we'd love to have all of you join us. Harley was missing last week, but hopefully she'll make it this coming Tuesday. Kevin, Bounty, all of you guys are invited. Please send an email to advice@sonoramystictarot.com, or you can email me at loveriotwarriors@gmail.com. So love to see you guys on Tuesday evening, and then Bonnie and I will be back on Wednesday morning. Don and Angie should be on Wednesday afternoon.
You are never ishy.
They are never ishy? What? Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, Angie. And we got to get together. When are we going to go ghost hunting? Anyway. And then let's see, where was that? Oh, yes. Thursday morning with Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot and Sonoran Mystic Tarot, Don, and then we'll be back on Friday. So love to see you guys. Please let us know how things went with you this next week. Remember, there's a lot of energy, a lot of feminine energy. Yes, guys, you have feminine energy too. do your manifesting today. The portal, the 1212 portal, is still open. And with Friday the 13th, it is a manifesting day too. So manifest away. You got this. Have a beautiful weekend.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Please
We'll be back.
rise above with love. And hopefully I'll find the right clip to turn on. Have a great one.